It is already week 12. And despite the fact that I have almost written 200,000 words, it doesn't feel like I've accomplished much. But that's just me always feeling like I've never accomplished as much as I should have by a certain point in time. I'm doing fine, except for the fact that I'm not. I am 18.3% of the way to my 2019 writing goal. I have also completed 102% of my March goal, which means that I've met the goal, even though March is not over. And if you can't already tell, I am struggling physically because I am ill, and that's not good. Let's start with the good stuff first, which is the fact that last night I noticed how close I was to meeting my goal, and I was gonna wait until today to get there. But then I was kind of like, if I just write like 1,500 more words tonight, I'll be done, quote unquote. I'll have completed the goal and I will feel great. And you know what? I did. I wrote those words and I finished the goal. And I feel really good about that still. Like, I woke up feeling good still. I went to bed feeling good. I woke up feeling good. This is all feeling good mentally, by the way. Like, you know, like happy, like yay. What does it take to push you over the edge like that? For me, it's realizing how close I am to something. This kind of happens when I'm reading a book. Like, I will often struggle to pay attention to a book, even if it's a good book. And I'll read like 50 pages, and then I'll take a break for a couple days. I'll read 50 more pages. If I'm like 100 pages away from finishing, I will pretty much do nothing but read those 100 pages until I'm done. Like, there's a threshold that I hit in my brain, at which point it decides, oh, you're close enough, you might as well just finish. Which is why I push myself so hard to make progress, to set and then achieve goals, because the closer that I get to finishing something, the more likely I am to actually finish it, which makes me feel... My dog just distracted me. She's not even in the room. Now, the question I have for myself is, have I pushed myself too hard? Because at this point, even though I have completed my goal, I'm not going to take the rest of the week off. I'm going to continue writing for the next 5 days because of how behind I am just in general. Technically, by Sunday or the end of March or Monday, the beginning of April, I should be 25% of the way. I should have completed 25% of my overall goal, because 1/4 of the year will be over officially. And I'm not sure if I'm going to quite get there, and that makes me a little bit nervous. I'm obviously going to get as close as I can, but I do need to be 50% completed by the end of June. And the next couple months are going to get crazy again. Like, this month has been like very chill. I haven't had a lot of things going on. I don't know if that's going to change, and that really also makes me nervous. But do I kind of take it easy and just write a couple thousand words a day and just go with it? Or do I just keep writing this momentum and keep writing and see if I can make up some of the lost days that I had, like last month, for example? I could keep pushing myself, and I plan on doing that for as long as I can. I'm not very good at like setting boundaries in terms of like, oh, you're not feeling well, you should probably like back off a little bit. I'm bad at that. I like working. And this weekend I worked straight through a fever. Don't ever do that. Do not do as I do. Here's what I think. Within reason, it is often necessary to work as hard as you can, as hard as you want to, while you are able to, while you are feeling motivated to, while you are physically able to do that. Because there are going to be points where you aren't feeling great mentally or physically. I experienced that last month. I could barely get anything done because I just wasn't at my best. But now that I am, I don't want to stop because I want to take advantage of this feeling good time and get as much done as I can. The only reason I would say that's not a good idea is if you're going to end up feeling worse later because of how hard you're pushing yourself while you're feeling good. And you're going to lose time again. And that just creates a cycle of, I feel awful, I feel burned out, whatever the reason is that you're not feeling great. I can't do any work. Rest. Oh, I feel great. I'm going to do all this work. Work. Oh, all of a sudden I don't feel great again. Can't do any work. Rest. I feel good again. Work. Bad cycle. I've been in that cycle. I really hope I'm not in that cycle. I'm feeling good. So I want to take advantage of that. But how far do you go with that? That's what I think I'm learning right now. You know what the other weird thing is that I've been thinking about? And this is not the right time to be thinking about this, so I don't know why I even am. And I shouldn't be. I want to do a different kind of experiment at some point. And now it's probably going to have to be next year. Or not, depending how the rest of this year goes. But it's been a while since I, purposely haven't written anything for an extended period of time. And I kind of want to remember what it's like to, I kind of want to know what my life would be like if I stopped writing. If I just straight up stopped. I didn't work on a book. I didn't do blog posts. I didn't do any of my freelancing, which is why I can't really do the experiment right now because I can't just stop doing that necessarily. What if I just didn't write? What if I just woke up, did whatever I felt like, went to work, did that work, which is not really technically writing anymore at this point at least, finished work, did whatever I felt like, didn't do any extra work, didn't worry about it, didn't feel guilty about it. What would happen? Would I miss it? Would I feel the urge to write more and more the longer I didn't write? Would I discover that, I'd be okay if I stopped writing? Would I question, do I want to keep doing this if I'm okay with not doing it? Would the ideas stop coming to me? Or would they just keep coming? Or would they flow more? Would I get more ideas because I wasn't actively working on anything? I want to know how that would happen for me. And I think that would be an interesting experiment to do a video about or write about. Write about, even though I'm not writing. Can you write about not writing? No, technically, because you can't write while you're not writing. That would be a struggle. I think that's where I would run into a problem. If I'm saying I can't write anything, but then I want to write about my experience, so I would have to do a video then, right? This is the kind of stuff that I think about and you don't care about. I'm just going to keep talking about it anyway. This is a weird creative period for me. Because the more that I'm writing and the more I'm exploring, what my interests are in writing, because I'm forcing myself to write more and more and more and go off in different directions, the more different things I want to try. And I'm also working on this book that I don't really want to talk about yet that has a lot to do with me feeling like I want to try a bunch of different things. But I want to do all these experiments as a writer because I think this comes back to something I mentioned a few videos ago, where I'm kind of feeling like my blog, it's not dead. It's fine. And, it's growing steadily and I'm happy with it. But I feel like I'm in a position where I need to be actively growing as a writer because I am trying to teach people that is the most important thing as a writer, is that you're actively growing and developing and changing. If I'm not doing that, then I'm not setting an example. So I want to keep thinking and keep trying different things and keep discovering things about myself and about writing in general. So I want to do things like try to write 1,000,000 words in a year. And I want to see what would happen to my brain if I stopped writing. I want to try different routines. I want to try different methods. I want to do all these things, and I want to document that because I think that's interesting. And there are people in this world who care a lot about what their audiences are interested in and what they want to see, and that's very important. And I also care about that. But I am feeling a little inspired by Jenna Marbles because she's running by this philosophy right now in her content, where she kind of just is a lot of the time doing just whatever she wants to do because she wants to do it, because she finds it interesting, and because she wants to experience something. And she has an audience where people will kind of just go along with that and, watch whatever she does, and it's fine. I want to make sure that, even though I'm listening to my audience and I'm doing what people expect, within limits, I kind of want to make sure I'm also doing what I want to do and what makes me interested. Because if I'm interested in it and I am feeling very passionate about it, then that has the potential to make other people feel the same way. I think that's how you draw people to you. You do things that you think are so cool and you just love them so much and you're having so much fun, and people find that, or you show it to them and they come to you and they're like, watching this person have fun is so much fun. I want that. I want to keep watching this. Those are the kinds of things that inspire me. If I'm watching Keith from the Try Guys eat, everything from Olive Garden. No, I'm not inspired to eat everything from Olive Garden, but I want to do interesting things that are an experience that I want to try. And I think that's going to change a lot of things in my life. Because I've just been kind of doing the same thing for the past, let's just say 3 years. The past 3 years I haven't grown a lot. I've kind of just been going with the flow, doing the freelancing thing, getting a job, doing everything that, I needed to do because I needed time to kind of be steady because things weren't in my life for a while. And that was important, and I'm glad I did that. It's time for a change. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop making content. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop making videos or blog posts or anything like that. That's not changing. But in my personal life, I'm ready for things to be different. It's time. It's time for me to try different things. It's time for me to grow and expand my creative horizons. There's a dog coming toward me. I'm excited about that. I don't know exactly what it looks like. I don't know what it looks like professionally. Can you hear her drinking water? I don't know what it looks like professionally. I don't know if it means, I'm going to be looking for something different, like day job wise. I don't know if it means personally I'm going to be moving somewhere else right now, or what's going to change exactly, but I just feel this push to do more in a different kind of way. Not for the first time in my life, not doing more for the sake of doing more, but doing more because I'm hungry for more different things. So you might be seeing some interesting things on this channel. And I think that's what this channel in particular needs. Because for most of this year, I've just been sitting here, not even with my good camera, talking to you. And I enjoy talking to you, whether you are listening or not. But it needs to be more. My life needs to be more. Because the more that you experience in your life, the more You open yourself up to more creative possibilities. And that's what I'm ready for. That's what I'm craving. So, what are you working on right now? Tell me, let me know what you're doing, what you're excited about, what you're struggling with. Let me know if I can help in any way. I'm in a really good position right now to really focus on helping you, which is another one of the things that I want to change, but we won't talk about that yet. Let me help you in any way that I can. Okay? Happy writing. Happy 101.9%. It's good. All this is good. I am hoping for more good things to come.